Can I tell you something that might save you $100,000 and actually give you a better beach experience? Stop chasing oceanfront in Maine. If you've been on Zillow filtering for ocean views and dreaming about waking up to waves every morning, I get it completely. That's the dream. But after years of working with buyers up and down the Maine Seacoast, I've watched that dream get really expensive, really fast, and sometimes even turn into regret. Today, I'm walking you through a property right here in York, Maine that shows you exactly why this setup beats oceanfront for a lot of buyers who are honest with themselves about how they'll actually use it. But first, let's talk about what you're actually buying when you go oceanfront in York, because the listing photos and the reality are two very different things. Buyers picture waking up to waves, total privacy, nobody around. What they're actually buying on the York coast is a front row seat to one of the most trafficked shorelines in New England. This is pre-season here, so there's no cars, but usually this is full of cars and people everywhere. Picture this beach or short sands on a Saturday in late July. Parking lots are full by 9 a.m. People are walking past oceanfront properties all day long because it's a public beach and there is no buffer between them and your front door. You know, I've had buyers close on oceanfront in York and call me that summer and say, Cam, I had no idea how much was going on right outside. And look, the views are real and they are stunning, but you're also buying exposure. Salt air that eats your siding and your windows, erosion concerns that aren't going away, flood insurance premiums that will genuinely make your eyes water. The dream is real, but the reality is just more complicated than the listing photos may suggest. Oceanfront is a view, and it's a great one, don't get me wrong, but it's not always the peaceful escape that people are paying for. So if oceanfront isn't the automatic answer, what is? Let me show you exactly what a smarter buy actually looks like in this market, and to do so, we're gonna have to hop in the car and drive a little bit. Come on with me. Here we are at our latest listing in York, Maine. Come on, let's check it out. Buyers assume that anything short of oceanfront is settling. They get so locked onto the water that they filter out everything else before they even look, including properties that actually deliver the lifestyle they're after. Take to McKenna here. It's 1.4 miles from the beach, okay? So a 2-minute drive. And, you know, I want to be straight. You will be driving, most likely not walking unless you're really into walking, but here's what you're getting. You're in York, one of the most sought-after beach communities on the entire Maine Seacoast. You've got a seasonal property in a town people spend years trying to get into. And when you want the beach, you drive 5 minutes and you're there. And when you're done, you leave and you come back to a quiet street, a nice yard, and neighbors who actually want to see you. And the price difference between something like this and true oceanfront in York, 6 figures, if not more. And that gap is a full renovation, which, by the way, as you can already see, has already been done. That gap is furnishing the property exactly how you want. That gap is years of carrying costs while the property appreciates. You're buying here into the Maine coastal dream, the town, the community, the lifestyle. The beach is minutes away when you want it, and none of it is your problem when you don't. That's a very different purchase than oceanfront, and for a lot of buyers, it's honestly the smarter one. But here's the part of the conversation that most agents skip, and it's the one that actually determines whether you'll love this purchase 5 years from now or quietly regret it. Out-of-state buyers, especially people buying seasonal or vacation properties, often buy for the idea of how they'll use it, not the reality. Oceanfront sounds right, but it doesn't always match actual behavior. Here's a question I ask every buyer who's locked into oceanfront. how many mornings are you actually going to sit on that deck alone before the beach fills up? Because in Maine, that window is small. July and August, the beach is active early, and in the shoulder season, spring, early fall, honestly, some of the best time to be in Maine. You could be anywhere near the water and have the same experience. The buyers who get the most out of a property like this are the ones who are honest with themselves. They're not trying to perform the oceanfront lifestyle. They want to be near the beach, and there's a real difference between these two things. They drive up Friday evening, hit the beach Saturday morning, grab some lobster rolls in York Village, and they're back home Sunday. That rhythm works perfectly for a place like this. And if they're not using it every weekend, which most people aren't, a property at this price point has a real rental appeal without the premium eating into your returns. The best vacation property isn't the one with the best view from the couch, it's the one you actually want to keep coming back to and can afford to keep. Now look, I'm not saying never buy oceanfront in Maine. If that's your non-negotiable and the budget is there are properties worth every penny. But if oceanfront is on your list because it just feels like the obvious move, make sure you've thought it all the way through, because a lot of buyers haven't, and they figure that out after they've already closed. Properties like 2 McKenna and York don't photograph the same way the oceanfront listings do, but for a lot of buyers, they actually live better. So if you're looking at York or anywhere along the southern Maine seacoast, drop a comment below or reach out directly. I'm happy to walk you through what's actually available and what makes sense for how you're planning to use it. And if you want to get a better feel for York as a town, what it's like to actually be here day to day, watch this video here where I talk about the pros and cons of living in York and a couple of top neighborhoods that you're going to want to see.